You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our sex podcast collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
It's not going even close. It's like
No,
an iron.
you're way too anal for this.
The iron wall is up. It's not even coming close. I don't even know if I got it through the cheeks. It was so fucking tight.
Oh my God.
It's uncomfortable to talk about sex, but sometimes it's important to get uncomfortable. Sex Talk with My Mom is the best mom-son podcast about sex.
It's the only one as well.
My mother is a cougar.
My son is a clown.
In a nutshell, my dad died, so my mother decided to create a YouTube channel all about sex, like all mothers do.
And then my son decides to use my material in his stand-up comedy routines.
And thus, Sex Talk with My Mom was born. Welcome to Sex Talk with My Mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
We're very excited to report to you live from still isolation and yet still talking about sex. Because what the fuck else are we going to do?
We can talk about it. We may not be able to perform it, but we can talk about it.
Are you referring to me performing it?
I'm guessing it was you, yes.
Well, I'll give you a little update where you might be surprised that... Yeah.
You had a sex?
This weekend, I took myself on a little self-date.
You had sex with yourself?
Yeah, I had sex with myself. Actually, I had sex with Here's what happened.
Fleshlight?
Here's what happened, Mother. I got fed up with the fact that I'm all alone in isolation in my studio apartment with no roommate, no girlfriend, and really just I was fed up with my own sad sap nature. So I turned a corner, I think.
Oh, that's great.
And I started basically this past week. I basically have only been doing things that I want to be doing. That's been the priority. Just do things that you want to do. So on Tuesday, I went to the beach at 10 a.m.
You rebel without a cause.
I fucking went to the ocean at 10 a.m. Can you believe that?
And you went into that water? It was cold.
It was a little cold, yeah. But and then on Saturday night, typically I do my consortium with my two of my best friends from college. We have like a 4-hour Zoom call. We had to rearrange because one of them was on a road trip. So I decided I'm going to take myself on a little self-date.
Oh, that is adorable.
What do you imagine happened on my self-date, Mother?
You went to a coffee shop and had a pastry.
This is at night.
Oh, night. You, what would you do on a self-date? Did you go into nature?
At night?
Okay. I don't know what the fuck you would do on a self-date. Tell me, what did you do on a self-date?
Well, first of all, I decided to start baking a lemon zucchini bread.
Which was, I gotta say, delicious.
So I started baking it knowing that immediately after that, I would have to... So I did the mixture, and then I decided I'm going to take... I knew this ahead of time. I'm going to take a weed edible.
Oh, my God. By yourself.
I knew you were going to love this shit.
I love it. I can't believe it.
By myself, I'm going to take... I took, we have these like 5 milligram little black blueberries that are chocolate covered.
Yeah.
And 5 milligram infused THC
By the way,
blueberries.
those are like from like a year ago.
Well, guess what? I decided to take a sixth of one of those.
Oh, you are just a goddamn drug addict.
So,
a sixth of a 5 milligram that's probably expired like 6 months ago.
I took like a quarter and then I spit out half of it because I was like, oh no, because the time I took the full thing, I felt like I was swimming in the bowl of green curry.
I think our listeners remember this.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it alone. I don't want to have a panic attack. I just need a very tiny amount. So I arrange it so that I bake in the shit. So by the time it starts kicking in about 45 to an hour, I'm going to have the baked goods ready. And in the meantime...
It's for you to munch on.
Correct.
Like if you got the munchies.
In the meantime, I had basically built out a yoga practice, a yin yoga class for myself. So I wrote out all the different poses. I put a
What kind of date is this? This is a date you do yoga poses?
I put the timer on so that every 3 minutes I'd hear the bell. I had a nice yin calming yoga playlist going on. I had the diffuser going. I had no light. It was candlelit. Candlelit. Can you believe this?
No lights except for candles.
Candles. I mean, the boxers got the yoga music going. Got
This
the
is
lemon.
so hilarious.
The lemon zucchini bread cooking in the oven.
Wait, was this a live yoga class?
No, I arranged it. No one's leading me. I'm doing the yoga. I wrote out the fucking moves I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I fucking did the seal pose, the caterpillar. I did all this sort of shit. And then I get out of the yoga class. The bread is ready. I don't feel high yet.
Oh no! So you took another?
I was about to double down, and I said, you know what? I don't know yet. I don't know about this. It's been an hour and a half, but I still haven't felt anything. I know myself. I would feel something if it's kicked in. So I have a feeling it hasn't kicked in. I start eating. First, I started eating leftovers, which was like this very stale green bean tempeh shit dish. Wasn't really
Okay.
enjoying it. Wasn't really getting my roll going, if you will.
Yeah, I
Kinda-
can see that.
But then
So far, this date sounds horrible.
I delve in. It was a wonderful date. I delve into the fucking lemon zucchini bread. I don't think I've ever had this sensual of an experience in my life.
Oh my God, that's how good it was.
I literally felt like I was eating it, but I was fucking it with my mouth in a way.
All right,
It was unbelievable.
it was that good.
It was fresh baked lemon zucchini bread with almond flour.
Yeah, no, I tasted it. You brought some over to me yesterday. That's why I thought you were referring to. But you're talking about you made a double dose of this.
What do you mean a double dose of this? I
Does
had
this
a
mean-
slice. I didn't eat the whole fucking loaf by myself.
You know, if Deez was there, he would have eaten the entire loaf.
Yeah,
by
I had
himself.
a slice, and I couldn't even make it through a bite without. I was out of my mind. I felt like
Because
I was.
weed enhances your senses.
Oh yeah, it kicked in. It was enhancing. So then I have, and then the looping starts.
What looping?
I start thinking, oh, did I offend my friend earlier today when I did this thing? And it
Oh,
starts
you
to
got
fucking
paranoid.
the
It's
fucking loop.
paranoia.
the paranoia,
got paranoid.
looping
Oh,
thoughts,
no,
nonstop. Did
no.
I offend a friend? Did I offend a friend? Then I text him an apology. An hour later, after which I'm literally checking my phone for every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes maybe. And an hour later, he finally calls me, and he tells me, of course, I didn't offend him at all.
Because it was completely a fucked up moment.
Yes, and then I'm on the phone with him for an hour.
Oh, what a great date.
It actually was very fun. And then I'm listening
I
to
love
music.
that. I
I'm
love
listening
that
to
you got high
music.
by yourself. I can't believe it. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I knew you would love this shit. I listened to music. It felt like I had electrical currents running through my body. It was insane. Very sensual.
That's why I say that weed is good for sex. Because you can imagine if you're having great sex, it'll only enhance it even further.
Oh, I could only imagine. It was amazing.
You should have pulled out that goddamn flashlight.
You know what I ended up doing? I eventually towards the end of the night, I was like, all right, I should try to jerk off or something.
I should try. I'll push myself.
And then, everyone's been talking about ass play. So I was like,
What?
I got
What?
this prostate massager. Why don't
Oh
I
my
just try
God,
to
no.
use the fucking prostate massager?
Did you try to use it?
I tried to use it. I lubed it up. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to.
Oh my God, a
I
visual.
try to.
oh my God.
I'm high. I'm trying to put this fucking little blue fucking connular object into my ass.
Oh,
It's not going even close. It's like
no,
an
you're
iron.
way too anal for
The
this.
iron wall is up. It's not even coming close. I don't even know if I got it through the cheeks. It was so fucking tight.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't even. I was like, how could anything ever possibly get into this little hole? And the fucking thing that I think I was using an advanced object or something.
No, you were not
it
using an
looked
advanced
bulbous.
object. No, you weren't. It's just that you were way too tight. Even
It looked like a
you're-
balloon.
you're-
It was like
you're
trying
in
to
it.
get a balloon into a pinhole.
All right, I don't think that's way too advanced for you.
It was like I felt like a cat trying to get into a mouse hole. Like in a little hole in the wall with a mouse.
Oh my God.
It was not. So I tried it. I have no use for it.
All right.
It wasn't even enjoyable to even have it around my, like, vibrating on my asshole.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
I thought it was
your
going to
ass
be
says
this
exit
revolutionary
only.
thing. I was ready for it to be a fucking eye-opener.
I think it's only once you're like all the way up there in the prostate and really massaging it, and you got to be like completely comfortable in general with your whole sexual everything.
Well,
You can't. It's like, if there's an advanced state 1 to 10, what you were trying to prostate massage is like a 10, and you're still like at a 2.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not saying you're bad and bad. I'm just saying, because I have no clue if you are or you aren't. I'm just saying that I just think you just jumped ahead many, many steps.
Yeah, I think so. Nothing happened. I mean, it really was.
Right. So you did not even whack off after all that.
No, then I enjoyed myself, but I was like, get this thing out of here. This is
All right. It ain't for everyone, but you can always revisit it in like another 10 years or something.
my fucking, because I don't have the AC, a functional
You were hot
AC
as
unit.
fuck.
I was hot as fuck. So the next day, my door is wide open because they'll let the air flow in because I have no air circulation. The fucking prostate massager box is on the floor with a little image of a fucking prostate massager. All my neighbors are walking past.
Looking at your prostate massager on the ground.
Yeah.
Did anybody ask if they could have it since you're not using it?
No, I think my neighbors are done with me.
They've had enough of that.
Yeah.
This whole thing reminds me of a great scene. And I always say that you remind me of Albert Brooks, the comedian, the actor. So there's a scene from A Modern Romance. He does Quaaludes after breaking up with the girl, whoever he was with for a while. And he starts playing his albums and he's completely fucked up. And this is and he's talking to himself and he starts going through his Rolodex, calling people. It just reminded me so much of your experience.
That's exactly it. It's unbelievable. One second, I'm just like fucking this lemon zucchini bread. And then the next
thing
second,
trying to stick a dildo up your ass.
I'm going to shove this little fucking rod up my asshole. And then, on the other hand, I'm checking my phone constantly to see my friend has forgiven me for a thing that I never did wrong.
Yeah, I definitely can relate. 100% can relate. Although, I tend to not get real paranoid because I make sure that I take the right. I'm very particular about my weed these days.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gotta be
particular
like-
too.
No, I mean it's got to be you can't get any of that sativa in there. Sativa is going to get you all kind of.
What are you
wound
smoking?
up. Right now? No. Why?
So what are you taking?
Oh,
I didn't think you were high right now.
Oh no, I'm not high right now. No, I'm saying
Have you done our show stoned? When I'm not stoned with you?
Never.
Okay.
I'm pretty lame right now with the whole COVID thing, not getting high. Although once in a while I'll take a hit.
Don't let
I'm
this
talking once every
inspire you.
2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Oh, so you're smoking the green.
Yeah, because I don't like those edibles because I don't know what's going to, like exactly what happened to you. You didn't know if it's going to affect you or not. With me, it would affect me like 3 days later.
Yeah. I'm
when
so
I am
happy
doing
I
the
didn't double
podcast.
down.
That's what I'm saying. I have a whole tin of them that I bought legally, I might add. We're in California. And I bought this tin, and I had tried it once with our whole family on Mother's Day in May.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a half of one, which is a 2.5 or whatever out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it didn't do shit. So I don't like these things.
I'll take those.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, because they're very low dose, and that will set me over the edge. I took 1 milligram, and I was over the edge. Anyway.
I wanted to. I don't like to do it by myself, though. I like to do it with other people, and then I start talking nonstop.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
What?
so we're in the meditation class the following day with our wonderful teacher, Trudy.
Yes.
And I bring up the question, what do I do with the looping thoughts?
Yeah, I know. I was so proud of you for bringing up a question because there's like 100 people in the chat room.
And she was happy about the question. She said, look for the feeling underlying the thoughts. like if your thoughts are about, sexual fantasies, it can be a little more challenging, but there's a sexual energy and pull there. And she starts going on and on about how my fantasies are sexual.
I know.
What the fuck?
I know.
My looping thoughts are not sexual.
I was thinking she has no idea that your looping thought is probably if you hurt your friend's feelings about something stupid.
What is she looking? She looks at me and she's like, "Oh, that's like a sex offender or something. He's got fucking sex on his mind the whole fucking time." What is she looking at?
Well, maybe because your hair is really long, you kind of look a little like Charles Manson right now.
By the way, I almost started that question completely naked. I almost entered the Zoom ass naked to this group of 100 people,
well,
including
it's funny that you say naked, because for whatever reason there must have been nudity in the air, because Deez and I were meditating as well but we do it without the visual. We take the video off, and all of a sudden Deez goes, I think I would feel a lot better meditating nude.
Yeah.
So then the whole time I'm thinking, he's nude on our couch. Now I got to wash the couch because it's a naked body on the couch. And then I started thinking about the couch, and I'm thinking, everybody puts their bodies on the couch, and it's probably better to have a nude, clean body than to have someone walking in off the street sitting on my couch that could have had COVID on their ass.
Why is that the alternative?
I'm thinking,
are you inviting
why
COVID
are people? No, I mean, I started going on. When you're meditating, your brain starts going in all kinds of weird directions. Anybody, even before COVID, that comes in off the street, they could be on the subway. Then they come from the subway and they got their jeans on and they sit on my couch.
Who is coming in off the street and sitting on your couch?
I'm not saying there's any particular person, but that would happen when I used to have people over.
All right.
So isn't it weird that we're okay with someone coming in off a subway and sitting on your couch, but you're not happy, you're not comfortable having someone sit with their naked ass?
I don't understand when you ever have any strangers coming in off the street and sitting on your couch.
You and your siblings.
You don't even
come over.
I'm the stranger?
Yes.
Off the subway? I never take the subway in Los Angeles.
Well, say you did take a subway. If you took
I've
a subway,
taken the subway before.
Yeah, and if you
so
took a subway,
if I took the subway and I came into your apartment and sat on the couch, it wouldn't.
Yes.
It would be dirtier than Deez's ass.
Yes, this is my point.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be thinking about during meditation.
Yeah, I tried so hard getting my mind back into like the equanimity she starts describing about, and then I started thinking, where does the word equanimity come from? I don't know. Is it equal? And then, you're forced to not look down at your phone to Google it, because I'm so used to Googling if I have a question. Then I had to sit there and think to myself, do not Google, do not Google, do not put.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very hard.
You got these looping thoughts?
Looping thoughts? No,
Yeah.
just thoughts that just go in and out. And when I'm trying to be having practice on the equanimity.
You don't have any repetitive thinking like.
Can you imagine where my thoughts are going? Just an ADD mind trying to focus on being present. It is the most stressful thing for me. Every time I'm thinking I'm present, next thing I know, I'm going off into some other tangent, like someone on the fucking subway is sitting on my couch or anybody's couch, or for that matter, dining room chairs.
You can't even stay on track for this conversation to let me know if you have looping or repetitive thinking.
I know why you want to know that. You want to know if it's normal to have looping or repetitive thinking.
Yeah, I want to know if this is a common thing.
Okay, let's just say that one time that you and I were supposed to record a podcast, and for whatever reason you were an hour late. I had thoughts looping of you being in the fucking emergency room. All right.
By the way,
Especially
that reason was because I was in a mime class, which you were aware of.
I did not know the time of your mime class. And I did know that we were supposed to record at a certain time, and you were not around, so I started having looping thoughts.
Yeah.
The looping thoughts went to that you must have gotten in a car accident.
Yeah.
And that you were in the hospital somewhere, maybe not even alive. So I called. I went through I couldn't find any of your friends' phone numbers, so I decided to look online.
Yeah.
On Facebook or something. I think I got in touch with one of your friends on Facebook to find out if they had heard from you, and they said they hadn't. That got me even more nervous.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was just in our mime class.
I know you were in a mime class. My point is you asked if I had looping thoughts. That's an example of my looping thoughts going off haywire. I would like to know if the listeners ever have looping thoughts, or maybe we're just the most anxious, crazy-ass people on the planet.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's in the car going, yeah, you guys are nuts.
I
never have
do
these
want-
crazy looping thoughts.
I want to know if you got looping thoughts and if you have any solutions, because I brought it up to my meditation teacher and she accused me of having sexual fantasies running through my brain all day.
So I'm listening. I was like, oh my God, Dee, shut the fuck up. Of course, he can meditate for this half hour, and then as soon as she goes into her like discussion, he's already cooking breakfast, talking, annoying the fuck out of me, and I'm trying to focus. And all of a sudden, I see Cam has raised his hand, and asking a question. I'm like, oh my God, it's Cam. Shut the fuck up. And I listened to the question, which was, what do I do about looping thoughts? And I hear the answer, which is like, you're basically a sexual pervert. And I was dying. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Why is she making you out to be the sexual deviant when you were just asked about looping thoughts? Because she probably didn't know that someone could be freaked out about making up this crazy ass story about a friend like being upset about nothing.
Yes,
Although
I wish I had looping thoughts about sexual fantasies. If I had that libido, it would be phenomenal.
She just looked at you and thought, this guy's got some sexual frustration. He's
Yes, that's
pulling
exactly
his hair
what she-
out.
yes.
Long-haired. You know, your grandmother was not really thrilled about your hair either.
Why did you? We're in it. We're doing a memorial for my grandpa, dead. and we're saying
On
nice
Zoom.
things about him, and
On
you
Zoom.
tee up our grandma by saying, "Hey, what do you think of Cam's hair? What the fuck did that need to come up?"
Because I love and she doesn't even call you Cam when she's talking about your hair. She always goes Cameron. Every time I talk to her, every single time I talk to her, she always used to call you Cammy, Camelot, Cam. But when she's talking about your hair, she's like, I wish Cameron would cut his hair.
Who the fuck
He's
is
never
Cameron?
he's never gonna attract a girl with that hair. This is what she
You're
tells me
so
every time.
right.
Every time. She's
What the
very
fuck?
serious about it. That you are not gonna attract a female with that hair.
Yeah. What the fuck is that about? Why the hell are you always nauseous when we're about to start this podcast?
I just took a handful of vitamins. I don't even know what the vitamins I'm taking are or how much. I'm probably overdosing because I have like a multivitamin, then I have a calcium, and I have fish oil. I don't know.
No. You can't do this. You need Care of vitamins. This is the answer for you. This is the answer for our listeners. If you are interested in getting the vitamins and supplements that you need, Care of will deliver individual custom packets to you designed to meet your exact health goals.
And how do they do that, Cam? They make you take a short online quiz. And we're supposed to answer questions like, how much sleep do you get? That would be very little. How often do you work out? Very little. Do you follow any special diets? Very little. Are you concerned about your hair, skin, and nail health? Yes. I'm going to answer yes, 100% yes.
And they'll send you expert recommendations based on your very sad answers with high quality, science backed, research driven products. Right now, you can get 50% off your first order of Care of by going to takecareof.com and entering promo code MOM50. That's MOM50 for 50% off your first Care of order. Go to takecareof.com and enter promo code MOM50. Mother, I've been sweating my little butt off here without an air conditioner. And you know what I've been using to avoid the stench that's coming from my armpits?
What?
Native deodorant.
Oh, I love native deodorant.
This is why I like it. First of all, it's vegan. You're not killing any animals with this thing. They only have, natural ingredients. They're not using aluminum, which is going to form a plug in your sweat glands to help keep you from sweating, okay?
That is so disgusting, by the way, that you're plugging up your body's sweat glands.
They're not using parabens. They're not using sulfates or talc. We're talking natural stuff like coconut oil, shea butter, and tapioca starch.
You don't want bad ingredients near your breasts.
It smells freaking delicious. They got scents like coconut, vanilla, lavender, and rose. My favorite, eucalyptus and mint. It smells so good, I'm going to put it on right now.
Oh, thank you
Look
for
at
sharing
this.
this.
I got the shirt off. I'm rubbing this under my armpits. And right now, you could do this.
You too can do this.
Yeah, it's a risk-free trial. So do what I did. Make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/mom or use promo code MOM, M-O-M, at checkout and get 20% off your first order. 20. Are you kidding me? This is next to nothing. Just go to nativedeo.com/mom or use promo code MOM at checkout for 20% off your first order.
Well, anyway, while you were doing that, guess what I was doing?
TikToking.
TikToking away. I have found it puts me in such a fucking good mood. And it's also like it's like immediate reinforcement because you start seeing like which of your videos do like really well or which of them are duds, you know? And I found that, you know, and I'm making friends all over the world.
Can I play a video that you sent me this weekend?
Oh, my big one? I had a big one that's exploding today.
I'm going to play it right now, okay?
Okay, sure. It's a kind of a visual.
Who gives a shit if some of my boobs are showing? I mean, really? Does it matter? Are there boob police out there that I have to worry about? Check the boobs out, okay? Yeah, I was today years old when I figured out who gives a shit if some of my boobs are showing? I mean, really? Does it
Mom,
matter?
what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Okay, so there's a thing, you know, there's trends all the time, and this was a trend. I was today years old when I found out blah. So a lot of people are talking about making pizzas in a barbecue grill. There are little tricks that they figured out, and all of a sudden I'm thinking I'm doing something completely different. I noticed that when I'm at a pool, girls are walking around with a string in their ass, and that's it. And I'm thinking, why am I covering up my boobs in a bathing suit? Why am I being so nervous about if, you know, my boobs are, you know, too revealing? And I thought, fuck it, these girls are walking around with little strings up their ass. I can have my boobs pretty much, well, they're covered, but what? Why do you have a weird look on your face?
Why did you feel like you need to share this with the world?
My point is, again, it's part of my freedom of expression.
I like it. Honest, I mean, do I like seeing you share your tits to all of TikTok, all the 13-year-olds on TikTok? No, I don't.
No, they're not 13, by the way. I looked at the audience. Somehow or another, they're older than Instagram. I'd say that they're in their 50s,
Yeah,
60s.
you've attracted an older audience there.
I've attracted the old cockers on TikTok,
So
and I love it.
I don't necessarily love watching those videos, but I think the sentiment is spot on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm also in the process of making my name great again.
Oh my fuck, Mom!
Enough with
You
the
literally,
Karens.
you sound like a Trump supporter over here.
I know. And then I said that. I'm making Karen great again, and I got a bunch of Trump supporters, and I had to go
God.
ahead and tell them to stop following me. Can we get into other important news?
Yeah, what else you got going on over there?
I was thinking, what did I do? I also went to the beach, which was not fun. I mean, it was fun, but it was also very stressful because Deez was 100% convinced that everybody on the beach had COVID and that they were somehow.
I'm glad he had that assumption.
It's constant though. You can't relax when he's completely on edge that anybody who's coming near us is going to cough on us and we're going to end up dead. So that was a little obsessed. But then Friday night and Saturday night, we decided to go on an Animal Kingdom marathon. Animal Kingdom is the most dysfunctional family since Shameless, maybe.
It's a reality
is-
show?
No, it's actually a great show.
It's a drama?
It's
a dramedy?
Drama. Yeah, it's mostly drama with high intensive violent scenes that you would not have liked. But I love, and there's also gorgeous guys in there with long hair surfing. So and a very dominant, crazy ass woman, Ellen Barkin, who plays the mom of this group. It is such an addicting show that we went through 4 episodes on Friday night and 3 on Saturday night.
Oh my God.
We are having a time of our life over here with that show.
And you're not inebriated at all? You're just cruising
Not
through?
inebriated. Nope.
I love
No.
that.
The problem is if I get inebriated, then I fall asleep halfway through.
And he's not inebriated either?
He is on a self-care thing. He's
Wow.
not. He's. I would think that was the first cake-like product he ate.
Well, he didn't even care about it, so clearly I think he's over it.
He did care about it. He tasted it and then he liked it.
Okay.
Don't take it personally. He's
I
just
didn't
too
take
ADD
it
to
personally.
focus on it.
I know, but it just makes me, next time I'll be a little slower to be
Give
sharing
him anything?
my prostate bread.
Oh my God, we're going to call that the prostate bread. If anybody wants a recipe, we have a text line. You guys could text us, and Cam will give out his recipe.
That's exactly right. And by the way, I noticed you were giving out some TV recommendations to someone recently on this text line.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Cam will give out his recipes, and I will give my TV binge-worthy books and TV shows.
Okay, you ready?
Do you have
for
the
this?
text line? And anybody could sign up for these free texts. We rarely text. Well, I mean,
It's
we're
just
not
us
going to annoy
texting you.
Yeah, and if you have questions, we answer them there as opposed to you asking them all over the place and DMing me and stuff. I can't keep up with it.
310-356-3920. That's 310-356-3920. It's in the description of this episode. Give us a text. Tell us you want that recipe. And by the way, through the end of the month, you got 10 more days. We're giving away 2 LELO vibrators. You get yourself a prostate massager and shove that up there if you got a looser asshole than I do.
But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it with the best product out there. That's LELO, LELO. I'm just giving a free shout out. We're not sponsored by them.
But we do have a promo code.
MOM20.
MOM20. It's 20% off on any product that's not already on discount.
Back to where we were at. Speaking of D's, he shaved his freaking Fu Manchu mustache off, and I could not be happier.
Wow.
It was driving me up the freaking wall to walk around with someone who looks like a cross between Charles Manson and Duck Dynasty. I don't even know what else to say. It looks terrible.
Do you feel like you're like ashamed to be associated with him when he looks like that? Or is it that you're completely unattracted to it?
Yes.
Or both?
No. Yeah. A little bit of one, major two. I don't get attracted to all that facial hair. I feel like there might be some sort of COVID lying in there. So it's gone, and I'm happy. And he looks like D's again, and it's a good thing.
Oh, he does look very different. He looks much younger.
And also much thinner because he's lost like 25 pounds during this COVID experience.
It's excellent.
Cooking for himself and me. I also thought, you know what? I'm going to give out some parenting advice.
Okay.
So our friends on the Good Moms, Bad Choices were asking what to do about a really picky daughter that would not eat anything. And I remember your sister was like that. She didn't want to eat anything until she was like 16 except for pasta. And it really bothered her, though. And everybody's saying, take this away, take that away. Don't let them watch TV and giving all these negative looping things. And guess what? I wrote in, why don't you do a positive reinforcement thing? Whenever she does eat something that you want her to eat, like a vegetable or whatever, something new, give her a star in a calendar and have her add up those stars. At the end of the week, you can buy her a little present of some sort that she's been wanting.
And the most positive reinforcement, a huge head of broccoli.
A head of broccoli, who knows what. So, I mean, I don't think they gave me credit for it, which I'm going to have a discussion with them about, but I noticed that they did find something on the internet, and they're using it, and it's a positive way to reinforce.
Oh, look at that.
Eating good
Look at
eating
you,
habits.
The ultimate mother.
The mother of all mothers, giving out advice. So that's another thing you can text me about if you want on our text line.
Okay, so Mom, didn't you have a
Yes.
test that you want us to break?
Yeah, so and from Mom's News, I took a little quiz to see what I'd get right about these do you know these crazy weird sex facts? And I did pretty well on this test, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to throw this out there to you and our listeners and see how you guys do.
Okay, can you talk again without fucking blowing your nose?
Sorry,
at the same
I'm going
time?
to give you a little quiz, Cam, and our listeners as well, because some of these answers are pretty astounding. For example, where do we start here? Okay. Why were public wigs worn in Victorian times?
Is multiple choice?
Yeah, but I'm going to just skip to the answers.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready for this? To hide diseases like syphilis.
What?
Though public wigs, aka merkins, were invented in the 15th century to prevent disease, they were worn mainly by prostitutes in the Victorian era to hide diseases like syphilis. How do you like them apples?
Hold on.
What?
Merkins?
They were aka merkins.
Do you know what a merkin is?
No, what's a merkin?
A merkin is a wig for your vagina.
Well, only you, as a little sexpert, would know that.
Yes, because I've received a Merkin at the AVN Awards.
Oh, why would you get a merkin if you don't even have a
I
vagina?
thought it was a hilarious word.
Okay, isn't that weird? It must come from that, though, right? 'Cause
That's
it was
exactly.
hidden by
They're not
prostitutes.
putting on their head to hide that they have syphilis.
Apparently
They're putting it down. That is not good.
All right, next question. True or false? Humans are the only animals who have sex for pleasure outside normal reproductive cycles.
False.
What do you think? False is correct. You know why we know that? Because of dolphins and the bonobo chimps.
Bingo.
They do it wherever and whenever. In fact, bonobo chimps French kiss and have oral sex. How cute is that? I love the bonobos. Can sex...
How cute is that?
It is so cute. Can sex help a headache?
Yes.
You're right. It sure can. Sex releases endorphins, which naturally reduce pain. What are the benefits of semen?
What are the benefits? It could create
Yes.
a child if you wanted to.
No. And the answer is all of the above, but I don't know where the rest of it is. So I think it has a lot. I'll have to go look that one up later. But I think one of them was like good for your skin.
Okay.
Here we go. Where did the term blowjob come from? I actually got this right.
A landscaper.
Wrong. A merging of the Victorian slang for prostitute blowsy and ejaculation blow. Pretty cool. What?
I don't
You
understand that.
All right. Here's another one. Besides humans, which animal engages in prostitution? I wrote none, but apparently penguins do.
No way.
Some female penguins, even when in committed relationship, have been seen exchanging sexual favors with strange males for the pebbles that they need to build their nest.
No
She's doing it
way.
for the kids.
Oh my God.
These
That's
are great
wild.
little questions, aren't they? It's from Pop Sugar. You can lose 3 pounds in a year by having sex 7 to 8 times per month. And I said true, and it is true. It can burn up to 150 calories per half hour.
Wow.
Do make sure it's vigorous. I was
Do
going to say,
make sure it's
sometimes
vigorous.
if it's like lazy ass sex, I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
see it burning up anything.
You're in the starfish position. You might be gaining weight.
First of all, I'm not a starfish.
I'm not saying you.
Oh,
I'm
you
saying
say
people
you're
in general.
People in the general. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to get pregnant and don't mind the father looking at porn, what should he look at? Now, I found this weird. They gave all these different combinations: heterosexual sex, lesbian sex, a threesome with 2 men and
Wait,
one
hold
woman.
on. The question is, if you're with the father,
No, if you want to get pregnant, so
Yeah.
you're a female, and you don't mind the father looking at porn, what should he look at?
this sounds wrong.
It's a crazy question, right?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say whatever the fuck he wants, and that
Yeah.
wasn't on there. The correct answer is a threesome with 2 men and 1 woman. A menage a trois with the boys. Scientists speculate that seeing competition makes men step up their baby-making capacities. How weird is that?
That's
I
very.
added how weird is that
That
part?
is very bizarre, and I don't think this. I've lost all credibility, or
How about
this
the- all right,
this
2 more
survey has lost
questions.
all credibility for me.
Early condoms were made of everything but what?
Lambs. I don't know.
Yes. I was thinking cow intestines, but I didn't read the question right, and now I realize that the answer is snakeskin. Snakeskin was not an early condom construction material.
I actually think that would be a good one.
Apparently, it's
you
not.
you just use like the what is this called, the shell. What is it called when they shed their skin?
The skin?
Yeah, the shedded skin of a snake.
Well, think about it, though. Sometimes they have
You're
like
gonna
those little
avoid
rough
that question?
edges. Think about the rough edges of the snakeskin, and think about it how it might irritate the vaginal wall. That may not be good.
It's true. It's true.
And also, maybe they can get in, like sperm can get in through the holes of the underneath the little, because it's kind of like ribbed.
I'm not saying it's an optimal form of contraception. I'm just saying I'm surprised it was never used.
It says never made of everything but. I don't know why. And this is our last question, because I know that you find this riveting. True or false? Pubic hair is programmed to grow at a certain amount.
False.
It is actually true.
Wow.
Es verdad, thank God. All hair on the body is controlled by a program that determines the growth, duration, and length. How do you like that?
That is really interesting.
Well, that was Mom's news. Mom's news. Mom's news.
Mom's news. Bringing in that hot news about
Hot
sex,
news.
about snake skins.
and
great.
weird sex facts that we never knew called Merkins.
Merkins. I knew about Merkins. I think I have a Merkin.
You just said you did. I think you're still high from the blueberries.
I think I am too. I'll tell you what makes for an ideal self-care night.
I'm guessing it's got to do with Uber Lube to save the day.
Uber Lube, the ultimate lube to jerk off with, to use during sex, to shove in your ass during anal.
Vaginal, oral, or anal.
They come in these beautiful glass bottles that'll make you look like a stylish sex pro. And it's a simple silicone lubricant.
I have the little travel kit here.
Oh, so you can travel all over the world.
That's right. We'll be lubed up because wetter is better.
Uber Lube is legitimately my favorite lube. It's because it allows skin to feel skin. It gives you just the right amount of layering so that you can slide right all over yourself or someone else.
You know what I love about it? No flavor or scent. There's nothing worse than tasting that sticky, gooey, sugary crap that sometimes lubes got. Ugh.
And Uber Lube doesn't have any of those nasty additives like parabens, preservatives, and petrochemicals. I freaking hate parabens. How many times do I need to say it?
It's also latex compatible, and it's safe and effective to use with condoms, which is kind of important.
Okay, so basically, if you need lube, this is your one-stop shop. Just go to uberlube.com. It's uberlube.com. You can get 10% off and free shipping when you use promo code MOM. M-O-M. Uberlube.com. Use promo code MOM. Lube up, baby!
You know, I just wanted to mention, and I probably mentioned it here, that when I stuck that entire bag of weed in a brownie mix when I was, home for the holidays during college, I was high for 3 freaking days.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, 3 days. So
Wow.
Who knows how long that's why I don't like edibles, because I don't know how long it's going to last on me. I'm very susceptible.
I mean, it was a milligram 48 hours ago, so unlikely.
1 milligram.
I wanted to read some texts.
Wait, you got that high that you want to stick a dildo in your ass on 1 milligram of weed?
I don't think it was. I think
Which
I was curious.
expired.
I was curious about it. People were making a big stink about it, pun intended, and it just didn't work for me.
Wait, you're saying an asshole is stinky?
Yeah, I was stinky asshole.
Oh, TMI. Okay,
All right,
let's do it.
I got some texts here from our wonderful listeners, our sneaky freaks, calling in, tuning in, texting in from the on the hotline over here.
Our hotline is the same hotline we've been using.
We read it off.
I'm going to read it again just so people know, because they might not have had a pen before. I'm just going to read it again so you guys all are aware of that we have this hotline. It's a community line. And here it goes. Can I have a drum roll?
310.
356-3920. There's
Very
a lot of
nice.
threes. Okay.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so here's a text. Dear Karen and Cam, I'm a professional, educated, well-traveled Virgo woman of 53. After 7 years of celibacy, I decided in 2020 to reconnect with my sexuality on my terms. Now, how do you like that, mother?
I fucking love that.
Yours is one of the 4 sex positive podcasts I listen to, but yours makes me laugh the loudest, and I love it. I fucking love that, and I'm glad that this is having that effect. Being a bit insecure at first about sex over 50, I went the safe route with men in my age range. I began to discover, learn, and discuss how I like to be touched and what I enjoy sexually. However, the 50 to 60-year-old men I did meet wouldn't listen and annoyed me by mansplaining my own pussy to me. WTF?
Wait, that is ridiculous, and it happened to me too.
What the fuck does that even look like?
I mean, why are they doing that?
No, I want an example. I want what the guy
they're
is
telling you, like one guy told me I would never wear condoms, but that's not mansplaining my own pussy. He's basically saying, well, this is what you should do if you want to get off.
Yeah, here's how you orgasm.
Yeah, I'm so good at this. I did this on my ex-wife.
Yeah, fuck that guy. For all the men out there, don't mansplain how fucking pussy works.
To a woman who knows her own body at age 53.
She goes on to say, inspired by Karen, I went the cougar route and was amazed by how many younger men are interested in pursuing older women. I really enjoy men in their 30s as they have grown up a bit but are still figuring out their path in life, are open-minded, eager to please, and listen to my sexual guidance.
I would agree with that too. I think
Sounds like
that's a
excellent
good
partner.
age. Sometimes the early 20s, they're still very new at the game.
I've settled into a lovely rhythm with 2 different men, ages 35 and 36, and I enjoy their company very, very much. Thank you, Karen, for your I don't give a fuck attitude and cougar encouragement.
You're welcome.
Cam, you are adorable and express many of the attributes I love about men your age. If you're ever in Tennessee, winky face. Hell, fuck, I would hit you up in Tennessee.
Oh, we might have something going. You might even take one edible and give her another.
You're going to have to teach me how
If
to
you go to
use
Tennessee...
this fucking bulbous-ass prostate massager.
Oh, you're still going to give it another go?
No, I don't think so. I think I got to start with someone's finger.
Yeah.
I think I went way into the deep end with the fucking thing. Anyway, back to the person's text. This is a wonderful text, and I'm glad that you got in touch with us and you found your own way right now. It's very.
I'm so thrilled too, and
very
I'm glad
encouraging.
And you're absolutely right with every single thing you said, as far as I'm concerned. Especially that age group is much better for you if you're 50 something years old than someone in their like 20s. People always say, what's the youngest guy you'd ever go with? And I'm like, it depends on my age. If I was in my 30s, obviously I would go younger than if I'm in my 50s or late, or even 60s.
Yeah. That makes
hard
sense. Here's another text. Hey, Cam and Karen Lee. Thanks for the awesome podcast. I relate a lot to what Cam says about intimacy, but have recently found a FWB, Friends with Benefits, that works for me
Cam.
as the dating pool is beyond this sad algae-covered end of the wading pool in my area. Oh, my God. Hope you're both well and keep up the good work. P.S. Heard about your podcast through your time on the Turn Me On podcast quite a while back. That was a very fun podcast that we did. And I love that you guys are informing us about your sexual exploits. I mean, it's very encouraging to hear that you can, even during this COVID time, you can find a Friends with Benefits that works for you, even if you agree with my thoughts on intimacy.
Yeah.
That makes me hopeful,
Who was it that we just talked to that said that there's certain times in your life that, you are going to need more or less from different people?
I don't know, but I like that.
Yeah, it has to do with the timing.
It's all about the timing. Okay, speaking of timing, we are coming to the end of our show, but we gotta.
Oh no, we have to. You have to. I got some things. We've got some emails here from Matt G. For those of you who don't know who he is, he is more of a recent sneaky freak that has just kind of like given me a lot of marriage proposals and sex proposals, and I don't know. He doesn't seem to be.
How is he reaching out to you?
He keeps emailing me. By the way, just as long as you're not calling me. When the guys start calling me, that freaks me out. Please don't ever call me or text me. Okay, just thought I'd mention that. Matt G saying, "Hi Cam and Karen, how are you guys? Shit happens, Cam. And hey, Karen, have you made your decision yet about you and I having sex with each other? Please let me know. Cam needs bell bottoms."
What?
What do you do with someone with big ears who flaps Cam the Dumbo? Oh, and Karen, I can't wait to replace your son and you, and I can take over Sex Talk with My Mom podcast to have sex.
Oh my fucking God! First of all, what kind of? It's already insulting that he's blatantly hitting on you. And then addressing me in the same email. That's insulting enough. But why is he telling me I need bell bottoms and then asking a question like, what do you do? Well, no. It's what do you with someone with big ears who flaps Cam the Dumbo? What the fuck question is that? What is that? What is that? Is this in reference to this little elephant that you got?
No, obviously it's
Are
not in
you
reference to the
Matt G?
elephant. No, I'm not Matt G. You always think it's like D's. You think it's
I
different
don't understand who Matt G is. Like, who the fuck? It's got to be some troll. And I have a
he's
feeling it's
definitely
a troll in my life.
No, it's not. It's not. I wish it was someone that was making this stuff up, but you can't make this stuff up. Here's another one. He said, "Hi, Karen. How are you? My name is Matt G, a.k.a. Matt G. Since I am the new owner of the adult industry and Playboy, I am Cam's replacement because when I start with you, Karen, we will always have 2 episodes, not 1 episode. I have a message for Cam there. There will be 2 episodes this summer, and there will never be 1 episode." So he's getting a little hostile
Sent
towards
from
you.
my iPod. You're missing a critical line.
Okay, so
Who's
I think
using
that
an iPod these days?
there you go. It explains Matt G.
But also, why is he so insulting all the time?
He's very hostile towards you.
And he thinks he's the owner of the adult industry and Playboy.
And he's not?
No, he's not. Hey, Matt G, I got a message for you.
Oh, no. Here we go.
From Dumbo flaps the ears. Lay off. I'm not moving from this podcast anytime soon.
You're sticking with the 1 day a week, too.
I'm sticking to, and if you try to fucking replace me, you're going to see what kind of fucking ears can do.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to break your iPod with my big fucking ears.
Oh. Yeah, Cam, you better start doing more of that. What was that thing you were learning from Slavi?
Muay Thai?
Yeah, you better start learning a little bit more with the Muay Thai. Muay Thai. How do you say it again?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. I don't know why I can't
don't know.
get
The
that
more I
through my
talk to you, I forget how to say it.
head. Is it Muay Thai?
I don't know. I started talking about like you because I was trying to refer to Animal Kingdom the other day, and I referred to it as Animal Farm.
This sounds very much like me.
I don't think I should spend that much time talking to you because I'm going to stop losing my. I'm going to look at that. I can't even speak. I'm going to start losing my vocabulary.
I know you used to blame it on weed, but it's not. It's just for some reason, as soon as I try really hard to remember a specific word or phrase or title of a movie or especially an actor or whatever, gone. Like Channing Tatum. I was trying to remember that in the pool the other day with my friend who's also my age. And she and I could not, for the life of me, remember that.
God.
Then we couldn't remember Tiger King. And we had to ask people, like, what was the name of that show with the tigers? And it turned out it was Tiger King. Oh, my God. It wasn't just me and her. Then we brought another guy, and he also couldn't remember. So I think it's like, what?
We got to wrap it up.
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having those little loopy thoughties.
Memories would have worked too.
I liked loopy thoughties. That's what you were concerned with.
Loopy thoughties?
With Trudy.
Okay.
I had
All right.
Trudy on
I want to
there.
thank everyone for listening.
Do you think Trudy listens to this podcast?
She's a big fan of this podcast.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
0 chance because she's way too zen for us.
Speaking of which, I'm going to be next Monday. I'm going to be in a bit of a strange state of mind because I will have spent the prior 4 days in silent retreat. So,
oh no,
it might be a little bizarre.
Oh no, you're gonna have you always come out of those things being really weirded out and a lot of times euphoric.
Yeah.
Or contemplative.
Yep. I want to thank
word?
everyone who's been
Contemplative?
leaving us ratings and reviews on the iTunes or wherever you're listening to this. Just go to ratethispodcast.com/mom. It would really help us out. I also want to thank all of our sneaky freaks on Patreon, where
Woohoo!
you can get extra bonus episodes, get a monthly Zoom hangout with us, and hopefully soon our first 10 to 20 episodes. We're going to put our back catalog there because you can no longer access it on iTunes.
Yes, exactly. And that's www.patreon.com/Sex Talk with my mom.
Sex Talk with my mom. I think that's about it. Text us, hit us up. We love you guys.
We certainly do.
And share this with a friend.
Oh,
Love you.
definitely. Love you.